Okay, it looks like we are recording. We've got
Okay.
2 streams running.
Woo, they're
So,
running better.
woohoo.
We'll catch them.
Better catch them streams.
The
Okay.
fishies.
Yes, with the fishies and stuff like that. Well, what do you say we get this show on the road?
Let's get the show off the rails. Before
Off the
we get
rails and on
road.
the road. Yes, I hear the music as we speak.
While we're listening to the music, I want to tell you something that's it's a little bit troubling to me. So I've been trying to break up with an optometrist.
Oh, really?
Sorry, let me start this over. I've been trying to
Okay.
break up with an optician recently, and it's
Okay.
really hard. And because every time I tell him that I can't see him anymore, he moves an inch closer and says, "Well, how about now?"
Oh, jeez. That's pretty bad. And I hear the
Yeah.
music really just swelling
I
at this
think
point.
we should let it do its thing and
Yeah. Hola, konnichiwa, hey, and Mubarak Fluff. Welcome to Furcasting featuring Taebyn. I'm your guest host for this week's pod, Rayne Raccoon. Barely had to take care of a family emergency and couldn't be here, so all your furs are stuck hearing me. With me tonight is that pup who never gives up on a pun. Taebyn, how the fluff are you?
That's very true about not giving up on a pun. It's like
True,
most times
it
what
is.
do the get on with it thing.
Get on with it. Yes, get on with it.
Most furs are like, I got to get through it anyway. But yes, I'm doing pretty good. Been busy week running around, doing this stuff, petting the Jacob. Jacob's got to have the pet seats.
Aw.
TV's been, been taking care of him too. And so yeah, it's been pretty good. And you, Rayne, you're the important one here. How are you, Mr. Raccoon?
I am important. I am apparently important, but I'm doing okay. Just doing stuff. Checking out all the latest trash and all that good jazz. So
do you ever chase the little trash paper thingies that roll along the street, like tumbleweeds? Yeah, all the time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Tumble wrappers.
Tumble wrappers.
Yes, because they have the best little bits of food left in them.
They have, and also they, since they're tumble wrappers, they got the beat that drops.
They do.
I did that. That was something
You did
I didn't
that.
give up on, and I did it. Because a wrapper, for any fur that didn't get it, it's a tumble wrapper. So like wrappers, they have a beat, and it's tumble, so it drops. Okay, I'm gonna stop trying to explain this stupid. Okay.
Never give up on a pun, Taebyn. Never give up. So, for a point of clarification, we're recording this episode on February 23rd, and the country is in the grip of a coast-to-coast blizzard. In fact, Barely had to take a friend up to OHSU in Portland, and when they left at 5:30, it took them 4 hours to get off the hill.
4 hours?
So,
holy cow.
Yes. Then I-5 was closed due to the storm, and they had to ease their way down alternate routes, and they were clogged with all the freeway traffic that was also trying to ease their way down. So all in all, it took Barely almost 6 hours to get home.
It should have taken like 45 minutes.
Yeah, 45 minutes to an hour. It's crazy. He was really stuck.
I remember one year when my daddy doggy came to take me home for Christmas one year.
Mm-hmm.
It was one of the blizzard years a while ago, and it took us like 4 hours to get back home. It should have only taken an hour and a half, and it took 5 hours to go the other way. And it's no fun. It's no fun.
I hate holiday traffic. It's so bad.
Yes. So are you done talking? Are you done talking?
If you want me to. Thank you, every fur. It's been a fun podcast. So we'll see you next week.
I meant for your like intro stuff. Or were you gonna go?
I am done talking for my intro stuff.
Because I have some stuff I didn't put it in the notes because I didn't have time. So for all you furs, it's been a dizzy day for the fluff. And
you shouldn't be running around in circles so much.
I see that's a problem. Tail, I'm so sorry. It's Tail's fault.
He's so fun to chase.
He really is, and I get dizzy. But so I've hardly had any time to throw together some notes for today. Rayne has saved the day and put in lots more notes. But so I didn't have time to like put in the actual show notes the little places where I have things to interject. So I'm just going to interject them and ask Rayne if he's done talking every now and then.
Interject.
Interspatial planetary. I'm making this face. Rayne can see me make this little face with my little muzz, and it's just not.
His muzz is all just like crinkled up.
Renegade Rue likes scrunchies on the muzz, so maybe Rayne should. Well, he's not here to watch it, so it doesn't matter. Anyway, so I'll say my things. So 3 words, miscellaneous words for this week.
Okay.
First one comes from Nogard Dragon from the TFF chat. His word is golden geese. And he actually asked me, when I asked for words, he said, is golden geese one word? And I said, I will make it one word. So shout out to Nogard Dragon.
I mean, it's our show. We can
we can make
words,
it one word if we want to.
Like, we can compact words all we want.
All we want. And another comes from the TFF chat from Yuri Pridester. His word is supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Ooh, if you say that fast enough, it sounds quite atrocious.
No, if you say it out enough, it's quite atrocious. Something rhymes with OSHA, supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. I was trying to remember the right next line, but
it's been forever since I saw Mary Poppins.
Forever. And the third word comes from Aqua Fox the Zorro from the FC chat. His word is durian.
Ooh, I know what durian is.
Have you had? You made a face, so you probably know what you've had durian.
Well, I went on a trip to the Philippines, so yes, I know what durian is. It's this very stinky fruit that doesn't taste terrible, really, but
it smells.
The smell is off-putting. The smell is so bad. It's a very acquired taste.
It is, and if you remember about off-putting, do you remember that?
Yes.
Way back when I made you spill your coffee.
Yes, it's very off-putting.
No, because the you did you remember now?
Yeah, now I remember. I've slept a little bit since then.
So for all you first, this was way back in the beginning of season 1 where Rayne first came on to be our on our staff, and I said something along the lines of, I had a friend the other day that says that I can be quite off-putting. And I told him, well, I feel that I'm more on Jell-O. And I was told later when Rayne heard that episode, he knocked his coffee over laughing when he said, so
yes.
Shout out to way back then.
Way back. Gosh, that's a long time back.
That's a long
time
ago.
Seems like forever ago. But it's been fun forever.
It's been fun forever ago. And then Aquafox posted a picture in the chat of an ad for durian pizza.
Oh, no.
That is a no. Can you imagine that baking in the oven?
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Durian smells so bad.
Oh, so Aquafox, thank you for those images of the scents, I guess.
So now we know there's 2 things that don't belong on pizza.
Sorry, children.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's one a lot worse than the other. So shout out to Nogard Dragon, Yuri Pridestar, and Aquafox the Zorro for those wonderful words.
Yeah, shout out all you fluffs.
And before you get on to the next thing you were going to do, I have another thing.
Oh, another thing. Do tell.
Okay. So I will continue on to my thing. I would like to do 5 quick puns for you, Rayne, and all you furs, if you would be okay with that.
Ooh, I would be okay with that. I like 5 quick puns.
5 quick puns. So it goes. Tablets were replaced by scrolls. Scrolls were replaced by books. Now we scroll through books on tablets. You think gas prices are expensive? Have you seen chimneys? They are through the roof. My hubby said, I can think of 14 reasons to leave you. I said, well, that's actually 15, love. People call me self-centered, but really, that's enough about them. I was at a friend's house, and he asked me if I'd seen the dog bowl. I said, no, I didn't even know he could. That's that. Okay. Moving
That's
right
5 quick puns.
That's 5 quick puns.
Moving along. I think we're up to the past today. I listened to last week's episode with Chris the Comedy
Oh,
Bun.
nice. What? I haven't heard you yet. How'd it go?
Yes. I listened. It was great. I actually listened to it on the way to your secret puppy place
Oh, you did.
to do some drummy lessons
Nice.
with my favorite pup, and I'm glad that they could fill in while you were out. It was a very good episode.
I'm looking forward to it. I have a list of some
Yeah.
episodes that I definitely want to make sure I listen to because I'm so behind. I've got to pick and choose at this point. And that's one of them I want to listen to. And so yes, so for all you first, like Rayne just mentioned, Rayne came over to my little puppy place just last weekend. And
Yes.
I gave him a little bit of drumming lessons and I helped push him over the edge. And now he's in the hospital.
Yeah.
We're broadcasting from the hospital. But also, I pushed him over the edge to buy an electronic drum kit. I guess he'd been thinking about it before, but I kind of helped inspire that. So now he has this nice red and black electronic drum kit. And I gave him his first lesson.
Yes, I was like very excited to try drumming out, and I've set up drums for musicians before, but you don't touch a musician's stuff. You just set things up and be as gentle with it as you can because that's their livelihood. And so I'm just really careful about their stuff. I don't, even though I'm super tempted to play with it, I don't. I just set it up for them and go away and
bad
do
happens.
do my sound mixing thing and let them play the drums. But I get to play a little bit on your very special drum set, and it was a lot of fun.
Nice. So for any of you first that might have seen some of my videos where I do some drummies, I drum to some songs, and then there's just some me just like playing around and stuff. That drum set Rayne got to play on, so that is very exciting for me. That he got to do.
It was exciting for me too.
It's exciting. I wag.
We are so excited.
So excited.
Yes.
Oh my cow. I was going to say something. Oh yeah. So speaking of setting up for like drums and stuff. So at Furlandia 2019, when I was one of the guest of honors and I played with Bucktown Tiger. And so I had drums and stuff. And Mad Dog set those drums up. Of course, those weren't my drums. They were like rented drums, so I guess it's rented a little different now that I think about it, which means my story doesn't really connect to what you said, but I am standing by my words, and there they are.
Yep. And that was the first time I met you.
That's right, in Furlandia 2019. Yes. Oh my cow.
Yes.
Have all the Furs heard about the mistaken identity? You didn't know who he was, but there's a mistaken identity.
Yeah, I told some of them, but I don't think I've told them on air. So I was going to Furlandia it was my very first FurCon, and I wanted a friend of mine who moved from Texas out here as well. You all probably know him because he was a guest on the show Haven, and Haven was kind of on the fence about coming because he had some things going on, and he ended up emailing me like the night before and saying, I'm gonna be there. And so I was looking all over, my head on a swivel, trying to find Haven, and then all of a sudden I hear this big commotion from the doors, and in comes this pup just bouncing around, and everybody's yelling, Taebyn. Yeah, in the registration line, and everybody's yelling Taebyn. But it's so kind of loud in there that to me it sounded like they said Haven, and I'm like, that doesn't look like Haven.
No.
There's no pink. It's wrong. It's not. That can't be Haven. Did he get a new suit or what? And then as he got closer, I heard Taebyn, and then I was like, oh, that's somebody else.
Something else.
And then I met you,
and you had no idea what I was. You're like, oh, that's whatever. I mean, whatever.
Yeah, I didn't know at that time because it was my first FurCon and my first time meeting you, and it's all history now.
It's all downhill from there. Oh my God.
It's in the history books. But it's not been all downhill. We've had a good time.
We've had a good time. There's been some big downhills, let me tell you, but it's overall a good time.
Yeah. We make it up.
I remembered something else before we do past today. There's something that happened just within the last 24 hours that you, I think, might have heard about. So there's a TFF chat debacle thing that happened.
I heard something was going on with that.
There is. And I only bring this up because I was just very happy for some of the things that people said, some other furs said to me. It just made me feel good about myself. So
Yeah.
I thought I'd just say, so I'm in the TFF chat, and so any fur that's in the TFF chat, I'm not putting the TFF chat down. It's great. It's wonderful. The admins are wonderful. Everyone in there is wonderful. We've got like almost 2,000. That's a nice side note, by the way. Almost. We have like 1,923 or something like that furs in that. It's like the biggest con chat that I.
Yeah, that's a few more than the BFFT chat.
That's more. That's just a few more. Like 2,000 more. But it's a huge con chat, and it's a great chat and everything. But so the other day, I'm a pup, right? I run around. I like to make other furs happy and stuff. And so that's what I was trying to do. I posted some links. I said, here's how to make toast. And I posted my toast video. And I posted some Taebyn dancing gifs. I don't even know what I did, but I was a pup. And that wasn't taken kindly by, I'll just say, some furs. And I got muted. They didn't ban me. They didn't boot me. And so for that, thank you very much. And I told the admin that thank you so much for muting and not banning me. So thank you. And anyway, some other furs saw this happen and DM, and I tweeted about this and stuff. And some furs like DM me and respond to my tweets about it, saying, just really, really nice things that I was like, some furs actually care about me, and that was nice to hear. Anyway, that's why I wanted to bring this up.
There are a few of us out there that care about
you. There's 8 of you out there? Is that what you said?
I said a few.
Okay, yeah, so thank you.
Probably a few hundred, but
furs that actually care about this poor little pup right here. Every now and then, this pup needs I feel like everything's okay. And so thank you so much for that. And for this award, I can't thank you so much for this award. And what am I even talking about? I have no idea. And that's how that goes, I guess. So anyway, that's my little anecdote about that. Again, I have to say, any fur in TFF chat, any admins in there that listen to this, and no one listens to this, so of course they're not going to hear it, but I love you. I hug you tight with pauses. I just had to tell my little story because I had to do something controversial on the show, right?
Yeah, well, like all puppies, you can be a little exuberant.
A little bit.
And, sometimes people don't like that. Those people I call cat people.
Yeah, I know.
Because they can't handle puppy energy. Yeah. Puppy energy is like something entirely different. And you have to have a special kind of, personality to handle puppy energy.
To be able to handle this pup right here.
Okay,
now, definitely. After I have hugged and hopefully not made any TFF chat furs mad at me, let's move on to the past today.
Okay, well, I already did my past today, so you do your past today. Yeah, because I talked about Chris the Comedy Bun from last week.
And I got way off track and everything.
Way off track.
Way off track. I just feel so TFF chat furs. You're all great and wonderful. Don't think I'm saying bad things about you. I feel so bad.
I don't think they will.
I need to cry.
I don't think they will.
I'm gonna cry.
Oh, don't cry again, pup.
Okay, I won't.
We'll never get through this show if you cry off the show.
No. Oh my cow, we've only just begun. And I was
what's your honey say about cry later?
He says, while you cry, do the dishes, for example.
Do the dishes. Exactly, yes.
Yeah, that's right. In this case, while you cry, do the pod. Okay, good.
Do the podcast.
So my past today, I finished season 3, episode 4 today. Like, I'm way behind, obviously.
Yeah, a little bit.
And a note was that, so at that point, my joke book was the Funny Jokes on Foxy Riddles joke book.
Mm-hmm.
Any for that's just tuned in recently, I have a different joke book, but back then I had that, and you'll have to go back and hear it because it's funny because I said I don't know how this came up, but it ended up being that it's Funny Jokes on Foxy Riddles, subtitled "The Unborn Child of the Lie."
Okay.
And I said that, so that was something I took note of. So go back. All you first listen to this season, episode 4, and you can hear me talk about that for whatever reason. And
So
also,
it's a fetus of a fallacy.
Yes.
Okay.
And
Yeah, it kind of is.
it kind of is. And this was one of the many episodes that I had one of my long send-offs. I do that every now and then.
Not all the time, but just about like every show.
Just about every show. I think there's one or two that I did not in the past 3 years.
I think it's the ones that you weren't on.
That's right. That's Oh, that's so true. You know me so well. That is so true.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, this was definitely one of those. Maybe I want to say one of the longer send-offs. I think Barely was like, Taebyn, are you gonna are you gonna? But anyway, also, so today I started season 3, episode 8. So I skipped a few because I had a note. I mentioned I had a list of some because I only have so much time. So, and I'm only 17 minutes in, but it's a good episode so far. This was one where you were on too, Rayne. And,
nice.
This was the episode we did a recap of BLFC.
Oh, yes.
We did a good recap, and I'm only through that, but so far it's a good episode. There were some really, really good, horrible puns and jokes that I appreciate that I would like to relive for some of you first. So I started Barely started with that he couldn't decide to buy a horse or not to buy a horse. That is the equestrian. And
it is indeed.
That was really good. And then I said later in the intro somewhere, where's my thing? Oh, yeah. No matter if you're fat or thin or black or white or rich or poor, at the end of the day, it's still night.
Very true.
And so for whatever reason, I took a note of that and wanted to say it again on the show tonight, which now that I think about it was kind of stupid. But there it is. And so that's a shout out to season 3, episode 8. So go back and take a listen to it, all you furs. And that's my past today.
Now it's time for That's Just Stupid or News of the Odd. The segment that Barely thought would only go a couple of episodes and has, oh my gosh, just really, really continued and is getting bigger and bigger every week.
Are you stupid or something?
Stupid is, stupid does, sir.
We're going to start off in St. Louis with a bear who escaped from the St. Louis Zoo for a second time.
A second time?
The St. Louis Zoo was, on February 23rd, which is today, as we're recording this, the St. Louis Zoo was placed on lockdown when an Andean bear escaped from his habitat for the second time this month. Zoo officials said that the 4-year-old bear named Ben escaped from his outdoor habitat at about 1 p.m. and they implemented a lockdown with guests being escorted to indoor facilities. So Ben was safely recaptured about an hour later at the River's Edge area of the zoo near his enclosure. And he previously escaped from his enclosure on February 7th when he tampered with the steel mesh surrounding the exhibit, causing a cable to break. So the zoo...
Very smart. He did that with his bear lead paws.
Bears are very smart. Bears are very smart. So the zoo said that steel cargo clips have been added to reinforce the enclosure, but Ben still managed to escape again.
Oh, really?
The method of his most recent escape was unclear on Thursday. Officials said they're looking into further measures to secure the habitat.
Okay, maybe they need to just put yarn around it because the bear doesn't know how to deal with yarn. I don't know.
Maybe they should surround it with durian fruit.
There you go. Or pizza.
That would keep me away.
That would do it.
Durian pizza, that definitely keep me away.
Like, I'm not going to that Pizza Hut anymore.
I don't think anybody would want to go there.
Not very special.
No, it's real. Ugh. Now I've got durian fruit smell in my nose. It's one of those scents that once you smell it once,
you can't get rid of it.
Remembering it recalls the scent. It's really weird. But anyways, let's talk about a doggone long tongue.
Oh, okay.
So, yes, yesterday, an Arizona dog whose tongue is 3.74 inches longer than his snout was awarded the Guinness Book of World Records for the longest tongue on a living dog.
That's definitely bigger than mine, because mine only got a little tiny bit of my mouth.
Just a little bit,
Tiny bit.
This poor puppy named, is a 3-year-old English setter named Bisbee. was awarded the title after his owners, Tucson residents Jay and Erica Johnson, decided to get the canine's tongue measured by a veterinarian. The couple adopted Bisbee as a puppy at a charity auction and quickly noticed his unusually long tongue. Erica said he just looked really disproportionate.
Yeah, I'm looking at pictures here. Just like there's
Yes.
some disproportions in this dog.
That's a big tongue. That's a tongue that could lick an entire Tootsie Pop in one go.
I know. It's like the question is answered. How many licks does it take? If you're Bisbee, only one.
One lick, yes. So Jay Johnson said he initially didn't see Bisbee's tongue as that unusual. I thought it was relatively normal, but she took it upon herself to prove me wrong and had his tongue measured. And lo and behold, he's got a long tongue.
Like, no. We're going to measure this. You have to know the truth here.
Yes, Guinness World Records said the record requires that the canine tongue to be measured from the tip of the snout, and Bisbee's tongue was measured at a record-breaking 3.74 inches.
Okay, so that's 3.74 beyond the tip of the snout.
Beyond the tip of his snout.
Wow.
Yes, that's a lot of tongue. The longest tongue on a dog ever belonged to a Michigan boxer named Brandy. Brandy's tongue was measured at 17 inches long before her death in 2002.
Wow.
So, yes.
Maybe she
That's
tripped
crazy.
over her tongue too much.
Maybe. I'm not sure like how you get a tongue that long, but
Because I just got a little
not to be out-tongued. A California man whose 3.97 inch long tongue
Oh my.
earned him a Guinness Book of World Records says he has found an unusual way to put his unique muscle to work by painting with it. Yes.
That's really all I can say about that.
Nick Storable, I think that's how his name is pronounced, Storable, was awarded the world record for longest tongue when it was officially measured at 3.97 inches from tip to teeth. In 2012, he showed off his unusual painting skills during an appearance on ITV series This Morning.
That's a way
Storable showed hosts Philip Schofield and Holly Willoughby how he wraps his tongue in plastic wrap before dipping it in paint and using it to draw on a canvas.
Okay.
The record breaker said he has been given a nickname Licasso for his unusual painting method.
Of course.
He says his paintings have sold for up to $1,200.
Oh my
And
cow!
that's
really?
just stupid.
That's just.
Yes.
It's just stupid because someone actually paid. If nothing else, that's stupid because someone actually paid $1,200 for
Yeah.
And it was probably like a little, like
That
stick figure of a dandelion or something.
yeah. That's a whole new meaning to give it a lick of paint.
Are you stupid or something?
Stupid is as stupid does, sir.
So you said you had something else for after that's
Yes.
just stupid.
How
What
did
have
I
you
get?
got for us, pup?
Yes.
I don't know.
So I would like to do with you, if you wouldn't mind, another lateral
Okay.
thinking puzzle.
Ooh, let's do that.
Let's do it. So for all you first that haven't heard the last several episodes, I've been doing this thing where I give Barely and Rayne, if Rayne's also on the show, a lateral thinking puzzle.
Mm-hmm.
And these are like 20 questions, but you can ask as many questions as you want. And instead of about things, it's about a situation. So I state a scenario, and there's lots of different situations and others that could make that scenario happen. But the key is to ask questions to try and find out this scenario that I have in mind. So I have 3 that I want to read you the titles of, and I'll let you pick. One
Okay.
of which is maybe too easy, but we'll see. So the first one is commotion.
Well, considering Barely has gotten both of the ones we've done before,
yes.
I might pick the easy
Well,
one.
I see. Well, and last week it was too easy. Like, no, you both didn't even have to ask questions.
Yeah.
He just like knew. So this one is either commotion, the drive,
Mhm.
or life and death.
Let's go for a drive.
Let's go for the drive. Okay. So
You can hang your head out the window.
Yes, I would like to do that actually. I need to get some.
Okay.
A man is driving on a sunny day when suddenly it starts to rain extremely hard. A few minutes later, the rain stops and instead a gusty wind picks up. Very quickly, it is so windy that the car starts to shake due to the hurricane of force winds. Just as quickly, the wind drops completely away and the man was able to drive safely home. What's going on with the weather?
Okay, so it's a sunny day.
For all you furs, I can only answer yes, no,
Yes or
or what's the other one? Not indecisive. It's Not inconclusive. It doesn't. What's the word
Not
for it?
inconclusive.
Doesn't matter. Yeah, we did this last week. What?
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Yeah, I don't remember.
In. My
Oh
brain
my
it
gosh.
is not.
It's not in my
I'll
brain
just
either
say
right now
doesn't
because you
matter. I'll say yes, no, or
doesn't matter. Yeah, we'll just say doesn't matter. So let's see. I think I know what happened.
Oh, you smart raccoon.
I think I know.
Okay.
So I'm going to ask one question.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes. Is he driving through a business?
Yes.
Okay. Did he go through an automated car wash?
Yes, you're so smart. Okay, we have to do another one now. That wasn't actually the easy one of the three that I thought you might get. So.
Oh wow.
So the other two to pick from are commotion or life and death. And I want to do the one that might not be as easy. So let's do life and death.
Okay. Let's do life and death. Life and death is never easy.
No. Everything.
Well, the death part is easy.
Especially everything in between is not easy at all. Let me tell you.
No.
Frank was born in 1933 and died in 1946. But he died in 1946 at the age of 75. How can this be?
Okay. Is his birthday in February?
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. 1936.
1933.
33 to 46.
Yes.
And he was how old again?
He was 75 when he died.
Okay.
And for those of you furries out there trying to do the math, 46 minus 33 is 13.
Yes. So initially I thought that maybe he was born on February 29th.
Oh, because leap years might have come into play.
Leap years, yes, might have come into play. But since you said that doesn't matter, then did he crawl in a big blue police box with a doctor?
Ooh, good guess, but no, but good. I like your mind.
Well,
that's great.
You know, that could happen.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
I wish it would happen to me.
I know.
So let's see. I'm trying to think of what would cause that. Did he have any kind of weird health problem?
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. Okay.
Trying to think of a hint I can give without giving away. But yeah, ask a question while I'm thinking.
Did he do the time warp again?
Let's do the time warp again. It's just a jump to the left. And then a step to the right.
No, he did not do the time warp again.
Okay. Is he a senior? And the one that died is he a junior and the one that died a senior?
It's the same person.
Same person. Okay. I just wanted to make sure that we weren't playing silly semantics here.
Should I give you a hint that might start giving it away?
Sure, because we could be here a long time. Because I'm not seeing how this could happen.
Sometimes you don't need to assume that a 4-digit number is a year.
Oh.
My cow.
Okay, I think I'm getting it now.
Okay.
Yeah. Editor's note from the future. Rayne is not getting it right now. So, 1946. But that's still the same years.
But sometimes numbers don't always mean years. Rayne,
there's no 46.
Rayne's face is kind of fun to look at right now.
I'm completely. That just confused me even more.
Oh, I didn't mean to.
That was no help at all.
Help it.
All right, I give up because I just cannot think how this could happen because it just doesn't make sense.
So Frank was born in room number 1933 at the hospital and died in room number 1946 at the hospital.
Oh, I feel so stupid now. Okay.
And as you know, as we've talked about, that's what these lateral thinking puzzles do. It's like when you hear the answer, it's like that was, oh my cow, that was duh.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Well, and it's like that saying, it's hiding stuff in plain sight.
hiding stuff in plain sight, and like
That's
you might
the
remember,
hardest to find something.
It is. It's like right in front of your face. Why am I thinking back to the Louis C.K. skit where he's talking about how his daughter is hiding from him and his wife, and his daughter likes to play hide and seek, but she's like hiding in place. She's like crouching, like behind nothing, against a wall. She's like crouching there like a ninja in plain sight. And Louis C.K. is like, where could she be? We're staring. We have eye contact. Where could she be? I have no idea. And it's fun. Anyway, that reminded me of that. Yeah, but and you might remember, of course, if it makes you feel any better. Well, two things that might make you feel better. One, I'm sure I would never get these because I'm not smart enough. And two, barely would.
Oh, you are too.
Oh, you're so nice and sweet. Oh, you get a hug next time I see you.
Okay.
Okay.
Deal.
And how Barely was saying that ever since I started this thing, like his brain does that now. It's like he's trying to find and get used to thinking in these terms. So he's better at them because he's been practicing. He's cheated.
Yeah. He's cheating.
He's cheating. Okay,
Cheater.
That was my section that I wanted to do. And now we can move on
That was
to...
actually really good.
It is really good.
We can move on to media. So I haven't really been watching anything this last week because I've been playing 2 video games.
Oh, nice.
The first one is a new game called Atomic Heart that was released just on the 20th of this month. And it's set in an alternate future where Soviets discover cold fusion, which allows them to build a utopian world of wonders where they live in harmony with their loyal robot servants until an accident turns the robots against them.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, it's kind of like BioShock, how it's alternate timeline type things and a little steampunky, but, more atomic punk sort of type thing. Okay. More like Fallout before everything goes to hell in Fallout.
So it's like in between. It's like a limbo. Fallout limbo.
Yeah, Fallout right before all the bombs go off.
Okay.
So they've got the, really cool robots and all this stuff. And, of course, it's also, Russian. It's kind of interesting, but the graphics are really good. And for those of our listeners out there who are of the heterosexual persuasion, there are 2 robot mommies, chrome robot mommies, who apparently now are like a big thing. Everybody is like gaga over the robot mommies.
Is it like how all the every time when Zootopia came out, all the furs are all about Nick Wilde, for example.
Yes, all the straight gamers are all about these robot mommies. They're chrome and they have things.
So all you furs out, all you of the heterosexual persuasion furs out there, dun dun dun. This is the NSFW part, I guess. Because I said the word heterosexual.
Not really. That's not NSFW.
Oh, good.
That's just a description. That's a medical description.
I tried to be all NSFW, and apparently I just can't do it. I'm sorry for all you.
You're just not really a NSFW type pup.
Apparently not, because I couldn't. I tried so hard to be NSFW, but
you tried.
I just don't know how.
It didn't work. It didn't work.
Anyway. Okay, cool. So you like it so far?
I love it. It's a really good storyline. It's a lot of fun. The other game actually came out in 2020, and I can't believe I never heard about it until just the other night. It's called Deep Rock Galactic. So it's a 1 to 4 player co-op FPS featuring badass space dwarves.
So it doesn't have... What's his name? Charlie Sheen, I think? No, it's not Charlie Sheen.
No.
It's the guy in 30 Rock.
Oh, I forgot his name too.
So I was trying to make a really...
The guy that plays Gru.
Yes.
I'm just blanking on his name as well.
So for all you furs, you might remember Rayne at the beginning of the show, of this episode, mentioned how I don't give up on puns and I try really hard, and I was trying really hard right there and really failed. But you got to hear the thought process.
Yes.
I'm so sorry that you had to hear the thought process.
Steve Carell.
Yes,
I
there you
had
go,
I
there you
had
go.
to look it up because it was going to drive me bananas all night long. Yes, has nothing to do with Steve Carell.
So it was going to take you to the fruit store because it drove your bananas. I tried again.
Yeah,
And
you
failed.
did.
I did not.
You don't give up on those puns,
No.
but I mean, even when they fail, you still
I
keep
going.
trying.
Maybe this is why I was actually muted in the TFF chat. It wasn't because of the throwing on my videos and dancing gifs at Furs. It was like because I said like words and it was bad.
Maybe. I don't know. It's a mystery.
It's a mystery.
But anyways, yeah.
Not
so
a Mr. Bush,
it's
but a mystery.
yes. So you play as space dwarfs,
Oh,
or a space dwarf,
Okay.
like the dwarves that do mining and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And the environment's 100% destructible. It's got procedurally generated caves, and endless hordes of alien monsters attack you while you're trying to mine.
Well, that's not you. I mean, you're trying. Don't they see you have a job to do? You're trying to.
They do, but they don't care.
Oh, those
So
stupid
it's
aliens.
done. It's done like in a low poly retro Serious Sam style. So it's like the graphics aren't like spectacular, but they're very colorful and cool and very cartoony. And you get to play as. Yes, it's definitely a lot of fun. You get to play as one of 4 different classes, each with their own special skills and weapons. And I think it's a really fantastic game.
This sounds fun. I'm gonna check this out tonight. Where did you? Is it on Steam or where does it come from?
It's on Steam. Yes, yeah. So it's Deep Rock Galactic, and I think it's not very expensive. I think it's like $29 for the base game.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
For a really good game these days, 29 is pretty great. So good.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's a 2020 game, but it's definitely a lot of fun. And if you get it, we could definitely play.
We should play, and then we can chat about it on the show, and then all you first can hear is chat about it and stuff.
And then we can play more balloons too.
Which is something I was going to ask you about. Should I ask you about it now or
monkeys go
after I
pop.
tell you what I've been? Well, let's talk about it now. Yeah, monkeys go pop.
They do.
So how that
balloons is fantastic.
This leads into, of course, my media, and so this will be an intersection of our 2 medias. So, you first, if you heard last week's pupisode, I mentioned how I got Rayne into Bloons 6, the monkey popping the balloons game, which is just such an epic, awesome game, and I got him into it.
It is,
and he's been playing it.
Yes.
And what's your, a week later, what is your thoughts?
A week later, what is my thoughts? My thoughts are, it looks deceptively simple.
Yes.
And on the lower levels, you can really get tricked into thinking, oh, this game is just too easy.
No, they ramp it
up. Oh my gosh, yes. They ramp it up. Even when you start on like the intermediate and hard levels, they start out really easy to kind of lull you into a false sense of security.
Yeah.
And just when you think, I've got them all nailed down, I got all my defenses, they bring out something like just wacky and wild, like a big blimp full of balloons.
Oh, you're talking about
and
round 40, for example.
Yes, they bring out a big blimp full of balloons, and then all of a sudden you kill the blimp, and then all these balloons get free, and then you got to pop all those balloons and
use all your resources or whatever to big one. It's like you're done.
I did find though you have to do the banana farm on those type of levels because if you don't do that, you can't get enough money to keep you need the adding defenses.
You need the
You need the bananas.
We obviously we both, but I definitely especially really recommend this. So this is a tower defense game, and Rayne and I both really like tower defense games.
Yes,
several different kinds. And so it's a tower defense game where you are monkeys trying to pop balloons, and the balloons are trying to get into your monkey village, and so you're trying to do that. And so it's really great because it's a tower defense game, and you've got all these different types of monkeys. One kind of thing that I think sets this out from other tower defense games is you've got these different maps you can do and everything, and all the rounds within the maps are all the same. So round 1, every map or level, however you want to think about it, you're always going to have 10 red balloons or something, and then this happens second round. So every round has the same balloons. It's just that the map is the thing that makes it so that you have to change your strategy. It's not depending on the rounds. And so, but what's nice is that means that by round 59, I have to make sure that I am ready for like what, 100 ceramic balloons and 50
Yeah.
lead balloons, which are really tough to take out. And you've got to really set up your defense if you were going to take them out. So it's really a nice kind of change in the strategy needed for this particular tower defense game.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah. So lots of fun. Check it out. You can get it on Steam. I think it was, how much was it? $19.99? Wasn't
so it's on Steam. It's also on, if you're a mobile phone gamer, it's also on Google Play Store, and I believe it's also, I think Bloons 5 is on the Apple Store. I don't know if Bloons 6 has gotten to Apple's store yet. Yeah.
Bloons 6 is the one me and Rayne are doing anyway. So
yes.
Yeah, not very expensive.
Highly recommend.
Good stuff. Whew. So that's what I've been playing this week.
Nice.
And we've been watching South Park for Lunchies, which I think I mentioned last week. They got season 26 started. And so I watched episode 2 of season 26. And what was the subject of, I don't even remember what season, or episode 2, sorry. Episode 2 of season 26. Episode 2 is about, I'll remember if I see it, but it was good.
About 20 minutes long or something like that.
20 minutes long, yes. So South Park for Lunchies, we watched a Netflix show. It was on disc. I don't know if they have it streaming, but it's a show called White Lotus. Have you heard of this show?
I have heard of this show.
Have you seen any of this show?
I have not.
They only have one season out, but they're working on season 2. And so we finished it, and there's only like 10, I want to say, episodes in season 1. And we finished season 1. It's actually really good.
Good.
And good acting. There's some names in there that you first might recognize and everything. I can't remember that off the top of my name, but it's good acting. I think it's got a pretty good plot. It ends on a, I won't say cliffhanger really, but I really like there to be more of this show. So I'm glad they're working on a season 2.
Yay.
So check that out. Oh, and as Honey wanted me to say, it's not a spoiler, but wanted me to say, it's a shocking scene at the end of the last episode. So as I say, it's not like a
shocking
cliffhanger. It's a shocking scene. It's pretty cool. We've also started watching, it's a Netflix, streaming on Netflix, The Mindy Project.
I have not seen that.
It's really good. It's a sitcom type thing, 30 minutes long. It's great for watching during lunchies. And so it's really good. It's about Mindy is a gynecologist at a doctor's office, and basically hilarity ensues in every episode. And some episodes are more funny than the others, but we're only like 4 or 5 episodes in. Every episode's pretty entertaining, though. We like it a lot. Mindy's not sure how to describe her. She's she's extroverted and you just have to see it. It's actually a really good thing. I recommend checking it out.
So she's kind of like Pup, extroverted.
There's a little bit of Pup right there, yes. Another thing I watched just today or yesterday. I'm sure you've heard of the show Bluey.
Yes.
Have you seen any episodes of Bluey?
I've seen a couple episodes. My niece used to like to watch it, my youngest niece, when she was little. And so I've seen a couple episodes just kind of like out of the corner of my eye.
So I had not seen any. I had been meaning to watch Bluey for quite a while because it's about a dog. An anthropomorphic dog. So
named Bluey.
Named Bluey. But I hadn't got around to watching it yet. So this is where I have to shout out to Space Bear Sparks, who is a co-host on the podcast Straight from the Muzzle. You first might know.
Which is a good podcast, but not better than ours.
Exactly.
Yes.
Their format is more, I think, like a typical podcast where every episode, which is only about 30 minutes long or something, is focused on one thing, whereas our podcast, which is an hour and a half long, is, as Barely likes to say, and I think that's the right description, a variety show. We've just got a bunch of things each time.
Yeah, ours is controlled chaos.
Ours is controlled chaos. Theirs is actually just controlled.
Yes. Right.
So good podcast. All you first check out Straight from the Muzzle. And I'm in the chat. It's a good chat. And so this is a shout out to one of the co-hosts, Space Bear Sparks.
Yes, who's also guested on our pod.
Recently, we had a spotlight on. So you can go listen to that. And also from the Straight from the Muzzle Telegram chat, Furl, which also, by the way, today you might have noticed he joined the chat, our BFFT chat just today.
I did. We have actually gotten 2 new followers on BFFT chat just in this week.
Because
maybe
the Furl, he this was just like yesterday. We were talking in the straight from the muzzle chat, or like a bunch of us were, and it came up that I am a co-host on the podcast, and he was like, "Well, what's that about?" Because at my job I have like all this time and I binge podcasts. So I gave him a link, and so he started binging our show, which is pretty cool. So that's why. So he asked me. Apparently, he's listened to the show enough to know that we have a chat. So he asked me, "What is the chat?" And so I said, "Blah." And so he came in. So I wonder if that's where the other one came from. That'd be pretty cool if we're cross-pollinating.
Yeah.
Anyway, so shout out to both of them for urging me to watch some Bluey, and they said the Calypso episode and the Grannies episodes were really good. And by the way, all you furs out there, Bluey's each episode is 7 minutes long. 7.
Oh, that's totally bingeable.
It's
you can
so
get a couple of those in, and then
yeah. So I was afraid, like,
Very
I
cool.
hope I have enough time to like watch these episodes before the show tonight so that I can talk about them. But like, they were 7 minutes, so I watched them. But the show is really cute. I love the doggy. I love the doggies. Very cute. The episodes as I said, Calypso and Grannies. In the Grannies episode, Bingo, which is Bluey's sister, do the flossy dance, which of course I have some gifs of and stuff, and it's very cute. Great. If you read into it, you can tell there's great little educational storylines and everything, good morals and everything. It's a good little show. I'll definitely keep watching some. So for all you furs, if you haven't seen Blue yet, do that. And shout out once again to Space Bear Sparks and Furl straight from the muzzle chat for making me watch that. And there it is. And that is my media for the week.
Excellent. I see in the show notes that Barely had obscure movie quotes. He wanted to start doing that again. So I went out and scoured the web to try and find a obscure movie quote. And so this is our obscure movie quote.
I was never a very good practical joker.
So if any of you furs know what movie that's from, put it in the chat and let us know.
Put in the chat, write us in, either email us at Furcasting is it Gmail?
Yeah, I think so.
we don't barely know this. I don't know. So let us know if you know. And then if nothing else, join the BFFT chat on Telegram, and you can let us know there. And if you know, we'll give you a shout out on the show.
Yes, and we will reveal it next week for those who did not get it.
Yes, definitely. Oh, I know what's happening next.
Oh yes, we're doing that thing where I have to take my headphones off for a little bit.
Yes, you do.
So I am going to pull my headphones away from my ears, and you go for it. I think all of our listeners probably know, but there's this thing that Taebyn does called Furries in the News. Taebyn, go for it.
There are furries. I'm spitting out of my mouth a little bit, and I don't mean to. Furries are in a special place in all of our hearts where the nacho resides.
Nachos.
The nacho is in the news. Trump. Anyway, furries are really the important ones that are in.
You went like high frequency right there. Like probably only other pups could hear it, right?
I have a feel. Oh, there's there's a puppy right over there. Yeah, no, sit over there. We'll be done in a second. Yeah.
Yep. So Barely has left us some furries in the news stuff, and what he has left us. Do you want to read one, and I'll read one?
Okay. Yeah. Let's do that. Which one do you want to read?
I'll read the first one because it contains Marvel superheroes, and I love me some superheroes.
Okay, nice.
So yeah, Marvel Snap is going full furry with its new variant cards. Marvel Snap's getting a bunch of anthropomorphic re-imagings of iconic Marvel characters.
Very nice. Very nice. This pup approves.
Chief among the Datamine's Barnyard furry variant characters is a moose Mr. Fantastic, a robot rooster Deathlock, and a cat version of Captain America.
Oh, wow.
There's also a fish version of Black Cat, which I didn't think. Why do they need to?
And why did it?
It's already Black Cat, already anthropomorphic. Okay,
but it is. Maybe they don't understand much more anthropomorphic.
Maybe they don't. I don't know. And they also have a bear version of Nick Fury and an Ant-Man, which again, okay, he's already called Ant-Man. So I don't know. But yeah. Anyways, Marvel Snap is an online card battler game and can be found at www.marvelsnap.com.
Nice. And now Marvel Snap has to give us, Marvel has to give us money because we referenced them on the show. So they're now our sponsors.
They do. They are now our sponsors.
Nice.
You hear that, Marvel? Give us money.
Give us, because I know you're listening to this. I know you're listening to this.
I know. Yeah, but of course, I'm sure. Stan Lee is right on top. Oh, wait, he's dead. Never mind.
Never. Oh,
I don't know anybody else.
Morbid for a second, but so the other story is, and this is really, really interesting because or barely put this in the notes, and I was just looking through and I recognized the picture, and I just saw this thing. I don't remember where, but just today or yesterday, I saw this. So apparently this is a growing thing. And what this is you can, if you're a sloucher, when you sit down, you can get a cute furry little friend to help correct your posture at your desk.
Aw.
So the story goes, one unfortunate consequence of our technologically advanced world is that spending all day on our devices is in many ways terrible for our health. Oh,
true.
No.
True. Oh, so true.
For one, those who work on a computer at desk all day may have developed a bad habit of slouching over their keyboard. If that's you, know that you're not alone. But don't worry. There's help for correcting bad posture, and it comes in the form of an adorable furry stuffed animal named Funbarutsu.
Okay, Funbarutsu.
These cute but functional items have a rounded shape and arms and legs that cling to the edge of a table and are by design meant to help prevent slouching. I'm looking at the picture here. It's actually really cute. It's
adorable.
It's like this little hedgehog thing it's got little pauses on the desk, and you lean against it, and it helps you from stop slouching. These stuffed animals, which retail for 2,970 yen, that is, for those of you that can't convert in your head like I can't, $22 US. They each come with a heart-shaped cushion inside, which is what brings your posture straight as you work. All you have to do is keep a Funbarutsu between your stomach and the desk or table, and it will do the trick. And nice. I don't even remember where I saw this picture, but I just literally saw this picture somewhere.
They are cute. I don't have that problem, but
you want to get one just because?
Yeah, just because they're very cute. If they've got a raccoon one, I'm definitely getting it.
Definitely, yeah.
Or even a tanuki. A tanuki would be cool too.
Tanuki would be cool. Yes.
Yeah.
So you first check out this Funbaruku thing. It looks like it's cute and adorable, as we're saying, but it's also good for your health. So and it would be good to support the makers of these things. So giving them money would be a good thing.
Yes.
And now they have to give us money because we plugged them on the show.
Yes. Funbaruzu, you owe us money as well.
Okay.
We are just making money when Barely is away.
I know. Sorry, Barely.
You can't see us making all this money.
You might be the producer of the show, but now you're off because we're the ones making you. No, I hope he doesn't listen to these shows. If he doesn't on it, he's not going to hear that.
I hope he never leaves.
I do too. It's a good thing he's not a koala bear then, because he would then leave.
Eat shoots and leaves, yeah.
No, yes, we love Barely. Barely, stay on the show. It's okay.
Yes.
You can stay on.
Yes, we do. And as much as I love coming on and guest hosting and producing, I like to listen to the episodes that I'm not on so that I can, be entertained. I mean, I'm entertained while I'm doing this, but I know what we just said, so there's no point in me listening to this episode.
Although I do have to
and I'm going to probably be editing it, so I'll hear it about a million times.
Which means you'll hear it lots of times. And then, so for all you furs that have never done a podcast before or something like this, it turns out to be like, so I've said, I listened to the pupisodes that we've done, and I don't remember a lot of it because when we're recording, you have to do like 10 things at once. And this pup can only do like a half a thing at once. Like you have to like think about what your co-host is saying, what you're saying, look at your notes, look at mute when you're supposed, you just have to do lots of things. So it's great to listen to it previous episodes because then I can hear what was said. I don't remember things that was said. And then I can hear the wonderful sounds and effects that Rayne and Barely put in. So it's a lot of fun. Just a, I guess, plug for us. Now we have to give ourselves money.
Yeah.
Plug for us.
Now the listeners can give us money.
Listeners can give us money for telling you that. I like listening to previous pupisodes.
Exactly. So sometimes we'll even listen to them more than once.
Sometimes. We have had some good pupisodes.
We have. And we continue to have good pupisodes.
Into the future, because we're going on to season 4 in the future.
Yes. And speaking about the future, we have some upcoming events.
We do. I like
yes.
That was very
we have GDACon 2023, March 1st through the 5th at the Novotel Gdansk Marina in Gdansk, Poland. Then March 2nd through the 5th of 2023 is Vancouver at the Sheraton Vancouver Guildford Hotel in Surrey, British Columbia, Canada. Then March 10th through the 12th, we have Furthermore 2023, which is at the Hyatt Regency Crystal City at Reagan National Airport in Arlington, Virginia. And then also that weekend, on the 10th through the 12th, we have the Gateway Fur Meet, the Sheraton Westport Chalet Hotel in St. Louis, Missouri. St. Louis, Missouri. Yes. Oui, oui. And then on March 16th through the 19th is a very special FurCon for the pup.
Yes.
Texas Fur Fiesta is going to be happening at the Sheraton Dallas Hotel in Dallas, Texas. So if you want a hug from Taebyn, you just have to find him.
You just have to find. So
he will be there.
Before Rayne says what the next events are coming out, let me just say yes, I'll be at TFF. TFF is a very special con for this pup. So I wasn't able to make it last year, but I'm going to be there this year with my hubby. And I'll be doing a pup at the con, as it were. Rayne has been nice enough to loan me his mobile podcaster device. And so I will be, quote unquote, interviewing random furs on the con. And hopefully going to get an interview with Big Cat Derek, the kind of spokesman, spokesperson, spokesthing for the charity for TFF, which is CARE, very great charity.
Sweet.
So, yes, if you see me, give me a hug. I'll give you a hug. And especially if you see me with this little device thing, I'll interview you. We'll put it on the show, whatever things say. Or we'll probably, if it's long enough, we'll probably have like an isolated episode just where we're doing a pup at the con at TFF or something. Yeah. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But looking forward to it. It sounds like I think there's going to be a big attendance this year, maybe bigger than and it's, And TFF is like depending on the year, 4th or 5th biggest con in the United States. So AKA in the world. So it's a really good one. So it'll be really exciting to see how it goes and everything. So if you're going to TFF or we're there, I hope I saw you. I hope I will see you. Okay, Rayne. So keep going on.
Okay, so again, that weekend, March 17th through the 19th, this time, Vernal Equinox is happening at the Weston Harbor Castle in Toronto, Ontario, Canada.
That's kind of like a horsey.
Toronto?
I think so. No, maybe not.
Okay.
Oh, I'm thinking Tonto.
You're thinking Tonto, and he's an Indian.
Oh, but he had a horsey.
Or Native American, I'm sorry. He had a horsey, yes.
Native American had a horsey.
So did the Lone Ranger. He had a horsey named Silver.
He did. And
yes, the
Grey Lord had a horsey named Shadow Fox.
Mm-hmm.
Was it Shadow
Fax.
Shadow Fax.
Yes. And our next one is March 23rd through the 26th is Fernion at the AC Hotel Marriott Alicante in Alicante, Spain. And then that weekend again, man, there's a lot of back-to-backs. March 24th through the 26th is Motor City FurCon. And that is at the Ann Arbor Marriott in Ypsilanti at Eagle Crest, Ypsilanti, Michigan.
I remember we talked to Bucktown Tiger about that one.
I think we have. Yes. Then the con that barely really chuckles at the name because he likes the name is happening also March 24th through the 26th.
He's so funny.
And it's Woods Flock,
Yes.
Fall Creek State Park, or Falls State Park in Pikeville, Tennessee.
Okay.
And then the one that I really like is Tie Tales,
Yes.
March 25th through the 26th in Anorama Grand Bangkok in Bangkok, Thailand.
Thailand.
Yes, and that is the upcoming events for the next couple weeks.
Month.
Yeah, 1 month, yes. Which
Looking
is
forward to
couple
TFF.
weeks.
TFF is only 3 weeks. Well, at the release of this recording, TFF is only 2 weeks away.
Mm-hmm. Are you getting packed already?
It's actually really close to. I start way in advance, so yeah.
I know Pup is very organized.
Right.
Pup likes to pack things early and get them all arranged, and he has a list and special way of packing things.
I do that,
and
especially
gotta
when
stay out of his way.
Since we're flying, it's a there's this special.
Yeah, you have to be
special
super
arrangement
special. Yes.
of the fluff. Anyway, yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Did your hubby have to get a carrier for you to fly?
Pretty much. Yeah. I need a special kennel. I need a special side kennel. I need lots of things. I need room to run around. Yeah. I'm a pup. What can I say?
Yeah, you do. You are a pup. I know we were supposed to do math this week, but because you were so busy today doing things, you did not get a chance to do it. So would you like to read us a story?
I would love to read you a story. Would you like me to read you a story, Rayne?
I would so love it.
Oh my cow. So last week you might remember I had a choice of 3 and I just let barely pick one. I thought the remaining 2 I'll let you pick.
Hey.
So one is Denny and Penny Coconut Milk, which is, if you're a longtime listener, I've read a Denny and Penny before, but it's a different Denny and Penny this time. This is Coconut Milk. Forget what was subtitled before. And I have an Adventures of Frog and Toad. And this one episode, this would be starting the third called Tomorrow. The third book in the book called Tomorrow. So anyway, do you want a Frog and Toad or a Denny and Penny?
Let's do a Frog and Toad because I really enjoy hearing you do Frog and Toad's voices.
The voices.
The voices make the Frog and Toad.
Okay. And this is, so what I was talking about, the third is, so I have a book called The Adventures of Frog and Toad, and it's 3 Frog and Toad books in one novel. And so this one starts the third of the 3. And right, I haven't done Frog and Toad in a while. So the third book here is called Days with Frog and Toad. And this first of there's 5 stories in this book. I'll just read the first one. Of course, the first one is called Tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
And it goes like this. Toad woke up. Drat! Wow, he's demonic already. He's really not happy to be waking up.
That's like me. I'm the same way.
Drat, he said. Let him be a little less demonic as he's waking up now.
Little less, yeah.
This house is a mess. I have so much work to do. Frog looked through the window because apparently... Oh no, they're not sleeping together. Frog is just looking through the window. Frog looked through the window. Toad, you are right, said Frog. It is a mess. Toad pulled the covers over his head. I will do it tomorrow, said Toad. Today I will... Oh, no, that wasn't Toad. Toad keeps talking. Today I will take life easy. All of a sudden he had a midlife crisis and became Toad, but now he's back to Frog.
Yeah.
Frog came into the house. Toad, said Frog, your pants and...
Maybe this will be an NSFW.
Blop. I continue on to say, Toad, said Frog, your pants, you can't do it. Okay. Okay. Your pants and jacket are lying on the floor. Tomorrow, said Toad from under his covers. Your kitchen sink is filled with dirty dishes.
Oh, so dirty.
Oh, my cow. Tomorrow, said Toad. There is dust on your chair. Tomorrow, said Toad. Okay, so... Your windows need scrubbing, said Frog. Yeah, your plants need watering, said Frog. Okay. Tomorrow, cried Toad. I will do tomorrow. Toad sat on the edge of his bed. Blah, said Toad. I fell down in the dumps. Why? Said Frog. I am thinking about tomorrow. Said Toad. Okay. That's a pretty good one right there. I am thinking about all of the many things I will have to do. Yes, said Frog. Tomorrow will be a very hard day for you. But Frog, said Toad, if I have to pick up my pants and jacket right now. Oh no, not if I have to, but if I do. If I pick up my pants and jacket right now, then I will not have to pick them up tomorrow, will I? No, said Frog. You will not have to. I think Frog's gay voice got a different variety of gay in the last minute somehow. He's an ambidextrous gay frog.
Sure, we'll go with that.
Sure, go with that. Toad picked up. Toad's not saying this. I'm saying this. Toad picked up his clothes. He put them in the closet. Frog. He's having that midlife crisis again. Frog, said Toad. If I wash my dishes right now, then I will not have to wash them tomorrow, will I? No, said Frog. You will not have to. Toad washed and dried his dishes. He put them in the cupboard. Let's all say together cupboard. 1, 2, 3. Cupboard.
Cupboard.
There you go. Frog, said Toad. If I dust my chairs and scrub my windows and water my plants right now, then I will not have to do it tomorrow, will I? No, said Frog. You will not have to do any of it. Toad dusted his chairs, he scrubbed his windows, he watered his plants. There, said Toad. Now I feel better. I am not in the dumps anymore. Why? Said Frog. Because I have done all that work, said Toad. Now I can save tomorrow for something that I really want to do. What is that? Said Frog. Tomorrow, said Toad, I could just take life easy. Toad went back to bed, he pulled the covers over his head, and he fell asleep. The end.
But that frog is a little bit manipulative.
And I liked it. I liked it. It's good stuff. Good times.
Definitely. Okay,
well, I bet I know what time that is, Mr. Rayne.
Yes. It has come that time again. I'm starting to hear a little faint.
And while we're hearing
music,
the faint music, I want to remind all you furs, if you go to TFF, or went to TFF, maybe you saw this, if you go to TFF, you can see me do the Storytime with Taebyn that I do, and Taebyn sings Weird Al if you want to hear me sing Weird Al songs in my very horrible singing voice. So that music is elevating. It's elevating.
So, Taebyn, we've completed yet another episode. We laughed, we cried, we made our listeners suffer with us. To all of our listeners, thanks for hanging out with us again this week. If you would like to support our show and get some exclusive extra content, please consider subscribing on Buzzsprout. It starts at as little as $3 a month and really does a lot to help keep the podcast going and the lights on. And with that, Taebyn, take it away.
The way is had. where we take it away. And I say thank you, all you furs, so much for listening. This is supporting so much. If you listen, that we've entertained you, educated you. There is education. We hope you've grown really badly, or grown really good. I don't know. To like pretty much everything I've said, and then laughed hysterically at everything Rayne said, and but it really means a lot to us that you listen to the show, and especially if you're still listening right now. And so I guess with that, I'll try and not do what I referred to last time and how I do this long drawn-out send-off. Now to say, can't wait to see you at a con, hug you tight with posies. Can't wait to bark at you next week. And so until next week, I say moo, bark, fluff, stay furry, bark, bark.
Bark, fluff, Taebyn.
Barely Furcasting is an Injured Nerves studio production and is found on all major podcast platforms or can be heard directly at barelyfurcasting.com. The opinions expressed here are those of the hosts and the guests, and no commercial compensation was granted. The Furcast is produced, recorded, and directed by Barely Normal aka Mike Began and is edited by Barely Normal and co-producer Rayne Raccoon. This week's episode was produced, recorded, and edited by Rayne Raccoon. Opening and closing theme music as well as some interstitial music was created for Injured Nerves Productions for the use on the podcast by our music associate Regday with Damian Tanuki. If you would like to hear more music by Regday, you can search for Tweezer Beak on Bandcamp or Hooploop Tunes on SoundCloud. Other interstitial and background music by Shane Ivers through silvermansound.com, Gator Tots on soundcloud.com, and the YouTube Free Use Library. Social media presence is maintained by Ziggy the Meme Weasel. You can send us a message via email at barelyfurcasting@gmail.com or on our Telegram chat at BFFTchat, on Twitter, on our Facebook page, or on the barelyfurcasting.com webpage. The show is supported through subscriptions on barelyfurcasting.com, donations at ko-fi.com/barelyfurcasting, or through Patreon at patreon.com barelyfurcasting. Thanks for listening. We hope you come back and listen next week.